So here we have a Mira shower, a 9 kilowatt Mira shower, which isn't working. It wasn't tripping the breaker, and we've got water supply onto it, and we've found that the solenoid is open circuit. I won't say this is a common fault, but with the Mira Sport it's a good chance it will be the solenoid. So what we'll do, we'll take it apart and we'll show you how to test it and how to replace it. Before removing the cover, obviously make sure that the breaker is switched off on the distribution board. Also, you've got your isolator switch on your pull cord, make sure that is switched off, and also make sure your water is turned off. A lot of showers have got their own individual tap. If that's the case, it makes the job easier where you can isolate it while you change the solenoid. The top lid is then held on by 3 screws. Now the lid is removed, you can see the inside of the shower, and at the bottom is where the solenoid is. This is the solenoid. When this gets 240 volts onto it, it opens the valve and allows the water to go through to the heater and for the shower to work. This is faulty, so we've got to change it. So what we've got to do, we've got to remove these screws, remove that screw and these 2 screws, and then the whole unit will lift out. Now the screws are removed, gently lift the heater element and switch out in one piece. There is the solenoid on the end. So we're going to disconnect the wires and then ease the solenoid off. So gently remove the wires. So both wires are off. And now we need to ease the solenoid off. If it's a bit tight, we use a screwdriver, ease it forward, and off it comes. And there we are. What we'll do again, we'll test the solenoid just to show you that it is an open circuit and faulty component. Here we have the test meter across the 2 connections on the solenoid, and the LED display is showing open circuit. So now we'll try the new one and you'll see the difference. Here we have the new one. As you can see on the meter, we have now got a circuit. It's showing at 3.61 kiloohms. So there we are, we've got a circuit through the new one and there's no circuit through the old one. The connections are slightly different on the new one, but originally this is how it was. So as you can see, the new solenoid has slidden on, the connections have been made and it's ready to go back in. So let's put it back in. That's back in. Basically now it is, we've got to put all the screws back in and reassemble it. So that's what I'll do next. I'll put the screws in and we'll take it from there. So as you can see now, the screws have been fitted loosely and we need to screw those in to secure the element. So the screws are connected in there, so now we can fasten it back to the wall and fit the pipework. Now the shower unit's back on the wall, and what we need to do now is to clamp the incoming water pipe here into the shower with this clamp. We've got a clamp here, so what we're going to do is put that on there, over there, and clamp that on. Once that's done, we've got to connect the electrics up to the wires, and then we're ready to go. So now I can see the wiring has been reconnected. You must make sure that the earths are, all the wires are tightly connected, but make sure the earths are definitely connected, as that is your protection. The clamp is on, as you can see now, so the water pipe here is connected back to the shower with that clamp across there, so, and everything's secure. So now we're ready to connect, put the lid on, put the side panel cover on, and give it a try. As you can see now, the shower's back on the wall, the front cover's back on, the hose to the shower head is connected. But what I would suggest now, that the heater element has been drained of most of its water, so I suggest we put this onto a cold and onto low, so we're not asking for any heat, just to get the water through, and then once the heater element is filled up with water, then you can put it back to full temperature. So what we've got to do now is we'll put the breaker back on, put the water supply back on to the shower head, and your pull switch, we can operate the pull switch and put that back on, and then we'll give it a try. Okay, the water's back on, the electricity's back on, and now let's give it a try. As you can hear, the water's coming through, and there we are, we've got the shower working. So we run through on cold. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we'll switch it off. And now we'll set it to the temperature we want. There we have. Now we'll try it up to temperature. And that's it, job completed, new solenoid, shower working.